नमस्कार, मैं हूं रेखा पाल और आप देख रहे हैं वाइब्रेंट लाइव न्यूज। रूसी राष्ट्रपति व्लादिमीर पुतिन के यूक्रेन पर हमले की घोषणा के बाद यूएन में यूक्रेनी एम्बेसडर सर्जी किस्लिया भावुक हो गए। उन्होंने दुनिया से अपने देश को बचाने की अपील की। उन्होंने कहा कि हमें बचा लीजिए, रूस हमारे इलाके को बर्बाद करने में लगा है। उन्होंने कहा कि यहां बैठकर शांति की बात कर रहे हैं हम लोग, उधर रूस हमारे इलाके में सेना भेज रहा है।
Start firing at Ukrainians today and go ahead with the offensive. It became useless 48 minutes ago. Because about 48 minutes ago, your president declared the war on Ukraine. So now I would like to ask the ambassador of the Russian Federation to say on the record that at this very moment, your troops do not shell and bomb Ukrainian cities. That your troops do not move in the territory of Ukraine. You have a smartphone, you can call Lavrov right now. We can make a pause to let you go out and call him. If you are not in a position to give an affirmative answer, the Russian Federation ought to relinquish responsibilities of the President of the Security Council, pass these responsibilities on to a legitimate member of the Security Council, a member that is respectful of the Charter, and I ask the members of the Security Council to convene an emergency meeting immediately and consider all necessary draft decisions to stop the war. Because it's too late, my dear colleagues, to speak about de-escalation. Too late. The Russian president declared the war on the record. Should I play the video of your president? Ambassador, shall I do that right now, or you can confirm it? Do not interrupt me, please. Thank you.
Then don't ask me questions when you are speaking. Proceed with your statement.
Anyway, you declared the war. It is the responsibility of this body to stop the war. So I call on...
किसिलिया ने सभी देशों से अपील करते हुए कहा कि आप सब जो भी मुमकिन हो कोशिश कीजिए। इसके जवाब में रूसी एम्बेसडर ने कहा कि रूस ने मिलिट्री ऑपरेशन की मंजूरी दी है, ना कि युद्ध की घोषणा की। संयुक्त राष्ट्र संघ में बैठक के अंत में संयुक्त राष्ट्र संघ के महासचिव एंटोनियो गुटेरेस ने रूस से युद्ध रोकने की अपील की है। गुटेरेस ने पुतिन से अपील करते हुए कहा कि मानवता के लिए हमला रोक दे। उधर रूस के रक्षा मंत्री ने कहा कि यूक्रेन के शहरों पर हमला नहीं किया जाएगा और न ही उनके किसी यात्री को इससे खतरा है।
This is the saddest moment in my tenure as Secretary General of the United Nations. I started this meeting of the Security Council addressing President Putin and telling him from the bottom of my heart, stop your troops from an offensive to Ukraine, give peace a chance, because too many people have already died. During the meeting, President Putin announced a special military operation in the Donbass and required the Ukrainian troops to lay down their arms. So in the present circumstances, I must change my appeal. And I must say, President Putin, in the name of humanity, bring your troops back to Russia. In the name of humanity, do not allow to start in Europe what could be the worst war since the beginning of the century, with consequences not only devastating for Ukraine, not only tragic for the Russian Federation, but with an impact we cannot even foresee in relation to their consequences for the global economy in a moment when we are emerging from the COVID, and so many developing countries absolutely need to have space for the recovery, which would be very, very difficult with the high prices of oil, with the end of exports of wheat from the Ukraine, and with rising interest rates caused by the instability in international markets. This conflict must stop now. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Secretary General. You've just talked about consequences. I wonder if you could spell out some more what you think the consequences will be for Russia and for Ukraine and its people.
Well, it's clear that military action will be happening in the territory of the Ukraine. And obviously, if they lead to a generalized war, it is difficult to forecast how dramatic it will be in the number of people who will die, in the number of people who will be displaced, in the number of people who will lose hope in relation to the future. It is also clear that the consequences for the Russian Federation will be very meaningful. It's not for me to comment on sanctions that are being implemented, but it's clear that there will be also consequences. But what is clear for me is that this war doesn't make any sense. It violates the principles of the Charter, and it causes, or will cause, if it doesn't stop, a level of suffering Europe has not known since at least the Balkanic crisis.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary General. Pam Falk from CBS News. Is there anything the UN can do to get Russia back to the bargaining table at this point?
We can, of course, in my case, appeal. The Security Council is the body that has the powers given by the Charter to address this situation. Thank you very much. Thank you.
फिलहाल खबरों में इतना ही। इस मुद्दे से जुड़ी हर अपडेट के लिए देखते रहिए वाइब्रेंट लाइव न्यूज, निर्भय सत्य, जनता की आवाज।